Telling me for argument's sake, only I can make you happy. Yes. How you know that? Because when I'm away from you, there's nowhere else I could think of being. You're all I think about. I cannot fathom being anywhere else. I could be in a party with 50 people, or just a gathering that promotes positivity or just normalcy by way of tradition of what I'm accustomed to that makes me feel the most at home. And it's not even a shift. It's just, this is how I get through my days. Now that you've come around, ever since I've met you, I've just been different. Things have been different. I feel different. I see things from a different perspective. That's what it's about, right? It's all about perspective. So to get through it, you have to be there with me. You have to hold my hand through it. I may have asked a lot from you in the past, but so what? That was just what I needed. And I may have expected you to just look over it, you know. I didn't respect your boundaries about it, but I don't apologize for needing you, because I know that I can depend on you. Okay? We are together by way of emotions. I can't believe I'm saying this shit myself. I didn't realize it blew your mind the same way it blew my mind. Okay? But to get through these occasions these days, I have to have you with me. And this gives me the premonition of The Sopranos, when it was this big thing about Adriana being in a car with Tony Soprano, and it just caused a whole controversy, you know, just from a poor judgment on her part and his part. Even if they had a impulsive moment, they didn't go as far as having sex with each other, but they were alone in the car, and they got into a car accident, and it just spun the rumor mill. Nonetheless, the point I'm trying to make is, I want you here. There's no place I'd rather be. And when I'm with you, I don't ever recall being somewhere else while with you. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, is exactly how I've always envisioned it, how I've always wanted it. The truth is, I have not begun to deal with the devils of my past. So they were a lot stronger than my will, my inspiration for being around you. You are my inspiration. You are my muse. I would get up every day and do whatever it takes to be with you, to be my best version of myself first, for you, for my family. I see the influence you would have on my family, and I love it because I love you. Capricorn, guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and there are some messages here for you. You know, take what resonates. Keep in mind, you know, leave off of what doesn't concern you. Don't try to force it to fit. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, of course. And really just relax, even for argument's sake. If it doesn't resonate, it damn sure made for a cool-ass conversation. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. So, eventually I'm going to move all these decks of cards, because that was the overall energy, how I just shuffled them, and then I just slid up from the bottom deck. I just slid up the last 5 cards. It's been an ego deck. And oppression is the 10 of Wands with the devil. And this is somebody's past, haunting them and keeping them stuck. And it was initially, when we experienced trauma early enough, we create an ego to protect ourselves, and that's where the rock star comes in. And then the world is underneath it. A lot of that has come to pass, and the healing process has begun. With the Hangman, the 6 of Swords, the Empress, Page of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. See, I was accustomed to matching energy with that 6 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, which is a seducer energy. You talk a good game with that Page of Wands and that 6 of Pentacles. It's like, I'm on what you on. And then the Empress here is creativity. You create a lot of bullshit scenarios being like that. But likewise, looking at this from a different perspective, and the 6 of Swords is like, I walk right into something peaceful, something mindful, something to think about. Worthy conversation. otherworldly experiences just being in your presence. I see you and me. You know, a lot of it, the charming ass way you got about yourself and that harmonious way, like you know how to keep a smile on my face with the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups. I couldn't balance. The Devil's was a little bit stronger at the time. Upon meeting you, the Devil was a little bit stronger with that Two of Pentacles than my stability with you. You know, I'm as healing now with the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. That's all of that ego was covering up a lot of rejection, a lot of heartbreak, and to my demise, you know, and to my fear, my worst fear is my heartbreak overtaking my bond with you. I still feel like we have a bond, but what I feel like is it calls for me to get control of those devils to remain close to you at this point, propelling forward. You have the biggest cup out of everybody means you have the most to offer me out of everybody. With the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups, you have the most to offer me. And the way you present it is fresh and youthful, not immature. You're not immature. So if you ever get the urge to project, sometimes I like to project on people. I don't like doing that to you though. Okay? I lost my compassion, my humility, and you remained graceful. You respect me, even when you see me going through stuff. But the smartest thing you really did was recognize that we are not in alignment, because you learned where I still needed to grow. Okay? That common sense is in you with the codes of seeds, the blueprint is within you. You know exactly how to take care of me and how I need to be, in the exact way that I need to be taken care of. Why is that? I've been trying to figure this out for a while now. Okay? And then there's somebody who is, I see you getting, like, you're publicized. I see you getting popular. I see the recognition you get. And there's an ego, though there's a little bit of an ego that come with it, you seem to maintain it. And I can respect that, because I remember being the same way before I become, like, way too stagnant and out of control. But you guys, collective, the Empress is here in two different decks. The Two of Cups, the Empress, the Judgment, and the Six of Wands. Like, I knew you was a victory. I knew I could. It's like dunking a basketball on somebody's head after I done crossed them over. Something fierce, and I'm just vicious with this shit. I'm surgical. I don't like the word surgical, but that's what came to mind. Surgical with about us. I don't know what to tell you, but I pray that you can forgive me and that you could remain celibate for a little while longer. I mean, if you need to go, you need to go. I understand. I respect it. I don't like it, but I respect it. You're human. You have needs. There's no point in holding up your life when not even I know how long this thing of ours is going to take to align, to come into alignment. But, and here is where Capricorn, you then reciprocate, but the blueprint is within you. So take the next step. You seem to have a lot of compassion and devotion, and you speak from a place of humility, humanity, and grace. You seem to speak from the heart. Why stop? Why not keep going? So you have grace on the bottom of this deck too. Just like you have grace on this one with the Mystic Rose. It's something about you. Something about her. Probably can't live without her. Somebody wants to come home, Capricorn. Let's see. How you feel? What's the energy? Somebody wrote all this down in a love letter. You didn't receive. You may not have received it yet. Some of you have. I see some received it in an email, and somebody's going to write it down. Like the way in my premonition, They're going to come pay you a visit. Somehow you're going to reconnect enough to agree to a visit. They're going to come speak to you in the privacy and the sacrecy of your own space. And they're going to leave the letter somewhere for you to find it and read it. Something real charming and romantic like that. Real Knight of Cups. I hear surface. The vibe of this reading is surface happy. The group is called Surface. The name of the song is called Happy. Okay, so damn, my cards were through. What's on the bottom? The Tower. The realizations are real. You hear the whistling. That the way that song starts off is it's a whistle in the beginning. Only you can make me happy. That's really because you seem to be really solid with this person. You seem to know how to take care of this person. This person never met anybody like you before. There's a new wish fulfillment. It's something for the ego. It's something for the climax. It's very conducive with the climax. Knight of Pentacles. You got this man waking up, learning how to... If they don't know how to cook, I think they do know how to cook. This person knows how to cook. And he does it for you. Like, he cooks for you. Very romantic. He also holds a powerful position. He's on the billboards. He's dominating the airwaves right now. Somehow, some way. On some kind of mass communication level. Some kind of public speaker. Even if it's in the form of music. It's still a public speaker. See what I'm saying? He's going to leave that letter for you. I think you're going to casually start dating again, is what I feel like. The Queen of Swords. Because you put the focus on yourself with the Queen of Swords. Like, you're creating a masterpiece right now, is what I get when I see this Queen of Swords. See how she's the painter? She's the creative genius. But it can also be your person in that receptive energy. That's why he wants you to come on. Like, I want you to come on. I want to see you. All right. So Capricorn, this could be you dominating the airwaves too, or holding that position and you're not taking your foot off of the gas. With the Pentacles. Like, that's you. You're in a top spot about something. I feel like some of you have a TV show with cooking. And that's what life is all about at the end of the day. It's just quality time. You're going to start hanging around each other's family, even though you introduce each other as good friends. It's more, your family can see there's more to it than that. Somebody's like, oh my God, is this, somebody's always the Columbo one. Is this the person you're always talking about? Such and such? That's the person you're in love with. I can tell you're in love with them. I'm not stupid. So only you can make me happy, huh? Well, let's see. Let's talk about it. What is your intuition telling you about, how do you feel about what when you read the letter? Let's see how do you feel about it? Like, the person is very shy, so they had to write it down, but they wanted to make sure you got the message. Can't be all work and no play. When I see that Queen of Swords next to the Knight of Cups, like, you definitely put the bid in to deserve to be in this spot. But somebody just wants to, they just really want to take care of you and see you happy. What does your intuition say? 5 of Wands. What's the 8 of Pentacles? What does your intuition say? Ace of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. That's chance. The chance. Clearly, you seized an opportunity to go big or go home. So that's, you might feel a little conflict. The Queen of Wands. Wand for the Queen of Swords. What is your intuition telling you? The Queen of Swords is clarifying the Queen of Swords. And alright. The next deck is going to be used for the R&R. You're very jealous over your person. Like they do it for you, just like you do it for them. And you would do anything to make, although you would do anything to make this person happy, because you're passionate about this person, you still seized an opportunity. It's conflict by way of, I don't want to play myself and not keep certain boundaries in place by way of maintaining professionalism. I want to maintain professionalism for a little while longer. Okay, I hear you, just like your mother. Because I feel like a lot of the attraction that this person has, a lot of the sudden realization that make this person want to work with me and like work really hard to pursue me is my pursuit of passion, the hustle I show with my own, like my self-love, my devotion, my career. This is very career oriented. This spread with the Ace of Wands, you definitely seized an opportunity with the Knight of Pentacles, and you like gradually built up something real meaningful for yourself with the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Pentacles. Like you're getting the recognition. The realization is the Eight of Pentacles. Like you're busy. Like you're planting seeds to see them. You're starting to see them come into fruition. So you went from a 4 to an 8. Somebody wants to match you. They're coming from a faulty foundation, so something wasn't handled correctly. Something about the way things were handled. Remember the movie, the remake of the movie About Last Night? Well, About Last Night is a remake when it's Kevin Hart and Michael Ealy and Joy Bryant and Regina Hall. The character Kevin Hart and Regina Hall's character, how they started off, you know, doing their thing, and then he ended up saying to his friend, you know, and his friend had a one-night stand with Joy Bryant. They had a date, they slept together, they fell in love super fast, and then they grew stagnant with each other, and then they were forced to separate, and they both was miserable without each other, instead of just talking to each other. But the energy right here is, that is some stoic energy. If y'all matching each other, you're both in that receptive energy, y'all intellectual, like you're maintaining professionalism with each other until you're ready to court each other again. Until this person's ready to court you again. But in the meantime, you're doing it, you're playing it smart. You're using wisdom. My nose is itching. My apologies. You're practicing wisdom and it's working out for you with power. The gourmet chef, like you becoming a phenomenon. And the Ace of Wands. It doesn't have to be a gourmet chef. It could be anything of artistic creation. And the Ace of Wands is like you seized an opportunity, you took a chance, and it paid off. Because it wasn't time. Like y'all were in conflict in the past. Even though you knew this was your emotional fulfillment. It wasn't as close. You were not as close to each other before. You're actually getting closer now because you're starting to match frequencies. I don't put it where it resonates who was more successful or more further along, but I just feel like you match each other's energy coming into alignment. The Rose of Venus, and that's receptive energy, just like the Queen of Swords is Libra energy too. And they're ruled by Venus. So alignment, flow, the right relationship is a lot of harmony, and the blueprint has always been in you. You to recognize each other, the recognition of each other, and that mystic, like you could have lacked humanity, but you always I mean, one thing about it, no matter what didn't go in your favor with the conflict, it could have been other people jealous of you. It could have been a family dynamic with the Nine of Cups. That's family in the card. Like, if you look at the card, that's family orientation. Someone had to keep up a facade, but it was conflict all over the place. Like, it's conflict because I want this family dynamic, but with you, Capricorn, not with the other person. I can't do this anymore. Sleep with two people at the same time, or try to be in a connection with two people at the same time. It's too rough. On my spiritual ability, I don't have peace. I have inner conflict. I'm at war with myself. Someone said something a little derogatory to you that was not very, it was a little brash and like cutthroat with the words and harsh. But you remained graceful through the experience and decided, you know what? I still have my creative endeavors and ideas, inspiration. Like, it gave you inspiration as an artist, as a writer, or a channel. You could have a channel. But it could have been a situation where it lacked humanity. Like, it was just a lot on this person, and it was a poor excuse to have taken it out on you. It wasn't for them to take it out on you, but you were the one emotionally equipped and like spiritually strong for this person. So it was like this person could have went ahead to diffuse the conflict or try to, it's like a people pleasing energy with this Five of Wands, and this conflict is like, I'm being ripped apart. I feel like a piece of my soul is being ripped because I'm sacrificing too much of myself to make a lesser person, or a person who's ungrateful, who's arrogant, who just feel like I'm owed to them, regardless that they don't match. We're like real incompatible because we fight all the time or argue, or this person is just nasty and aggressive towards me. And I still have to keep up with family appearances. It gives me Norbit vibes, how he connected with the childhood sweetheart, and Rasputia was the bully. She just kind of bullied her way in with that aggressive energy, with the fact she was very jealous of the other person. Go Norbit! Go Norbit! Fuck. But going back to about last night, Kevin Hart and Regina Hall's character, how they started off having fun. Now I hear Young Dolph song forever. They started off having fun, and then they separated because he just wasn't giving her the right. He just wasn't treating her right. She didn't like the way he was trying to treat her. You know, she felt betrayed in their connection, like they were dating and they were sleeping together and stuff. So she went her separate way. For a minute, they was beefing in the movie, and they would kind of like take digs at each other. They were in conflict, even though they were each other's emotional fulfillment. It was like they started off on a free-spirited note, and they both was advising Joy Bryant and Michael Ealy, like, that's a huge mistake. Whoever says I love you cares more. Like, they was more of the keep it intriguing, keep it player a little bit, keep the mind intrigue. But although I feel like it's a mix-up, because they became very stoic with each other, I feel like it's a mix-up of, it could be your situation. You may not have, somebody could have moved in together with somebody. They're very stoic, emotionally unavailable to each other. It was like a one-night stand that was just extended for like, it turned into all this other shit when it just should have stayed a one-night stand. They should have took their time to get to know each other a lot better, but in their absence of each other, it did make their heart grow fonder. It did teach them to evolve professionally, like more in their own, you know, independent endeavors and their own independent self, or their own self-development. And it was the help of their two friends that put them back together. Like, they were never going to do it, but they were miserable without each other. It's like he didn't want to say he loved her. That's what it was. He didn't want to say he loved her. He was like playing it too cool, to the point where she was becoming more resentful, to the point where they had to break up because she wanted more from him. And he had to, it took for her to leave him, for him to realize, shit, I do love her. This time I want it all. But then the other two, Kevin Hart and Regina Hall, was like, it's like a million reasons why they match. You dig what I'm saying? They came back together. They eventually start talking to each other again. And like we're seeing, remember she told her after she was going through the breakup, when Joy Bryant broke up with Michael Ealy, Regina was like, we're back seeing each other again. She was like, I thought you hated him. Yeah, well, it's like a love-hate thing with them. And Kevin Hart had to tell him, you know, they kind of both look like they pride was in the way of each other, but it's like, yeah, we sworn off each other initially, but secretly we really love each other. We were just playing it off. You dig? That's what I think y'all doing. You dig? It's like, when I'm with her, is nowhere else I want to be. And he actually said it. He was like, I love her. That's what I feel like all this is. Like, you have to say all that eccentric to say that, yes, because I see it in a premonition. That's just an example. So it was a lack of humanity or a lack of maybe it was a lack of devotion, a lack of compassion initially, and it kind of, people's feelings got hurt, but you remain graceful through all of it, even though she called him dick breath and everything, and they was like taking digs at each other. Y'all fight, but y'all love each other. At least he thought that way about where he was, but I don't think that he feels that way now. I don't think so. There's too much conflict in the pursuit of happiness. He wants to pursue happiness. He wants to seize an opportunity with you, with the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. He see you doing your thing, though. He watches you. I mean, he got a television. He definitely watches you. Or he has internet. He watches you. So how are you, like, taking care of yourself? One of you is, like, very holistic. The other one of you is, like, very, like, opposite. It's like opposites attracting, but for how long? Oh, yeah, I think Michael Ealy's character wasn't happy with his work. I think she made more money than him or something like that, and that was a problem. So that could be a financial factor, could be the issue. It's like a power struggle. And the wheel turned, but it's turning back in your favor. He gonna see you with that outfit on, your freakum dress like Beyonce, and it's gonna be over. It's gonna be hook, line, and sinker. Why is the Five of Wands here? Two of Wands. Somebody is is practicing tension release. It's going in a direction of, I told you, Two of Wands. You see these women got their shit out on display. First of all, the conflict in that personal experience, or somebody, or your personal experience, is there were too many chiefs in the kitchen, not enough Indians. The conflict is he couldn't make a decision between two people, or he's just being living two lives. There's multiple women on this card, but then there's a family orientation in this card, and there's the Five of Wands. There's conflict between what his heart desires, what he could get from you, or what he got from you. One of you is a soulmate or have a soul tie. This is karmic with the Five of Wands. That's gossip, jealousy, argument. Now, if peep game, if this is somebody in a family dynamic he's with, you see how she's looking at, the girls. Someone's being slut shamed. Five of Wands to a Two of Wands. Like, you slay in your own lane, and this person is ready to attack you because this man or woman is not their pursuit of happiness. So they're ready to, like, go for the gusto. And the Six of Cups. I told you this time I want it all. Okay? Somebody thinks about you. As they watch you excel, it's an acceleration. Six of Cups is like, I don't want that to be over. That's where the conversation comes in, where there's no place I want to be. That's where that letter comes in. That's going to propel that person to write a letter. Queen of Pentacles. That makes a lot of sense over the Wheel of Fortune and the Power. That's self-love. Okay? You got big fast, too. 4 weeks made a difference. Once you launched something, a project of yours, 4 weeks made a big difference. I think you're pulling big numbers, whatever you're doing. Or the ratings are high, or the sales are high. It's like hot commodity. You become hot commodity. It's something different, like you're different. With the Wheel of Fortune. 6 of Swords. Remember I said something about you being this person's peace? This peace of mind? Even though 6 of Swords is like, you don't argue with this person. You tell your truth, and then you don't argue no more. You don't argue at all. When you speak calmly. It's soothing to this person. The seducer. Like, your voice is very seductive with the 6 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Like, she got too many check-offs. Like, where is her flaw? She's not meant to be flawed. She's not meant to be in conflict. Somebody been in conflict too long. And then you have the 7 of Wands, which is, this is someone who whatever this dynamic is, whether it's y'all being dismissive of each other, or you felt dismissed. You might have thought this person is trying to dismiss his lack of emotional fulfillment with other people. Once he lost you, he kind of like crashed and burned. He like dropped the wands. When you drop the wands, it's like, this is 7 wands out of 10. So that would leave the other 3. The other 3 represents patience. This person probably crashed out for a while, doing his own thing after some kind of conflict at home, and then y'all separated. It was too much. But you remain telepathically connected with the 2 Queen of Wands. You still receive each other's telepathic messages. Well, this is telling me how this person took care of himself. And then the Tower. How he's taking care of it. The overall energy is the Tower. You see the Statue of Liberty under the water? And then the 8 of Pentacles. And you got the Ace of Cups. So, going back to my initial introduction, that's what this represents. That letter. This person is in love with you. And it caused any other faulty foundation to cease and desist. His emotions with the Ace of Cups overtook the faulty foundation, and that was it. It's like drowning Pharaoh in the sea with his army. So this is somebody, to compare somebody's experience with Pharaoh and his army, that was tyranny. Obviously with the 5 of Wands, like this motherfucker was ready to attack. He attacked Moses. Like, he mocked at Moses and said, that stick, I gave you that stick to rule over scorpions and in the desert, only for Moses to be the real deal. So someone could have mocked at you, or just tried to bully you, or just spiritually attacked you in some way for their own happiness, in the pursuit of their own happiness. But you can't be that happy if you have to deflect your anger or insecurities off on the next person. And it's like the way these cards are set up with this 7 of Wands over top of these 2 Queen of Swords. On one hand, it's like, I'd rather go with all these girls than live in this miserable situation with 2 Queen of Swords. Like, it's catty. All we do is fight and talk shit to each other. Likewise, on top of the 5 of Wands is the 2 of Wands. It's like, this man keeps going in a different direction. He's trying to find a way out, or he's trying to find his emotional fulfillment. And he may not have expected to find it in you, but he has it. He has it with you. Even after you, he might have messed around and just met other people, continued to try to meet other people, but that was a dud, because this is what time it is. He planted the seed of emotion, or you planted the seed of emotion, emotional healing within him. Something you did with him that deeply impacted him. It's a strong influence. Now, whatever your advice is, oh, that one is a drop. Ace of Cups. Page of Swords is underneath the overall energy. Told you he's watching you. He does pay attention to you. And under that is courting. I want to give my parents grandchildren. Honestly, if the parents would approve of you, like you're a more compatible fit, and he's learning that. You dig? And something about if you get to the point of having children, they're going to be a rebirth of each other's parents all over again. With the grandchildren, you see that? That's cool. Page of Swords. That's amazing. That's really amazing. It's just the energy is very humble and graceful. Even if it's a lot going on. Knight of Wands. Through this person reminiscence, they think about you a lot in this way. You on top of them, or them on top of you. They're very passionate about you. That's what they remember, is your passion, your zest for life. And there's your Ace of Wands. Is that there twice? Yeah. Your Ace of Wands is here twice. Right? Yeah. Your Ace of Wands. Yeah, never mind. Because the Ace of Cups is here too. Your Ace of Cups is here twice. And now your Ace of Wands is here twice too. So on top of this, like this is business savvy. On top of the Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Pentacles, that powerful position. Like you're not backing down. And that's what's turning this person on. It's making them remember you. Being a cut above the rest. You're doing your thing. That Ace of Cups is like, I'm going in a different direction with this Two of Wands. Could be a soul connection. The other half of your soul. I get that with the Two of Wands too. And the Queen of Wands flipped out is clarifying. The Queen of Wands is here twice now. I'll say it to everybody. The cards that's repeating itself is I'll say it to everybody. Like, that's what you think of you. Okay? Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands, Six of, like, you are my peace. You are. See that? That's two Queens of Wands. Bruh. So the Queen of Swords is here twice. Y'all match each other intellectually and both spiritually. Y'all show up exactly the same. Two of Wands is like, I have this solidified foundation, but I'm going in a different direction because I'm pulled to go in that different direction. Why are they pulled to go in that different direction? Because that's where the heart wants what it wants. Okay? The heart and soul. Correction. I'm not saying it right. Their energy, the energy pull. You can't cord cut each other. But if you're going up, it's going to pull this person up with you. Something about alignment is the thing. I can't wait to see what's going to come out on the Queen of Wands. I'm going to watch that movie now about last night. See? You see that? The Four Cups is rudeness. Look how she's rolling her eyes at the offer. There's a lot of rudeness between these two people. And disappointment. This is somebody's attitude towards you. It could be the other person's attitude towards you. Okay? This person in his Four Cups energy, that the apathy, would rather see this person with 50 girls at one time. Do you see how the man is in a hospital bed and they all performing sexual favors? Oh, it's an orgy. It's a fivesome. It hits a little different when it's just one person he fixated on. But when he was with a bunch of different girls, it didn't mean anything because he knew that this person knew it was all sex. But this motherfucker is in love with the person, and the person can feel that your person is in love with you. So it's hitting different. They're like discontent, like fuck that. Okay? And they're maturing that energy with the Queen of Swords. They both are becoming more and more cold and apathetic towards each other. While your energy is like heat, fire on fire. You dig? So the Queen of Swords is here twice. The Queen of Wands is here twice. And the Six of Swords is between the Queen of Wands because you're charming. Like, you know how to talk. And be calm, cool, collective. And be charming. This person was trying to say you running game. You was a player. But if this person is a player, what this person has to offer feels better than that Queen of Swords energy. Now, both are fighters. The Queen of Swords, the Swords and the Wands are the warriors of the deck. So they both fight, but they fight for different causes. This person ain't thinking about love and passion. This person cares about winning. And the Queen of the Wands is the spiritual warrior. I believe in God. I believe that all things are possible with God. So it's like a totally different direction. That's why the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands is here twice. This person is humble and graceful with the Queen of Wands. With the Ace of Wands is business too. It's also a card of fertility. But instead of it being a baby, it's a business. A booming business with the Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and power. So that's sickening. That's sickening to somebody because it's like you're not, this person, there's no competition. Y'all fighting for two different causes. Again, the Ace of Wands is on top of the Knight of Pentacles. This person wants to take it slow, take their time with you. They miss you. They remember a lot of great things about you. You dig? And they always like to know that you're doing well. So this is a past tense thing. Okay? While the Ace of Cups is like the love is in a different direction. The love is not here. It's like I'm looking for real love, unconditional love. Cannot live without each other love. Like the conflict is that they're incompatible emotionally and spiritually. Their long-term goals are not the same. So rather than the person slut shaming you, it triggered this person to really tell their feelings. Like the Ace of Cups, it's like I can't have you slut shaming my person on the internet, trying to make them look like they doing something wrong in this family dynamic when it was faulty from the beginning. But that also made your connection a little bit more faulty too, because it could have been built on something better. Okay, you came in at a faulty foundation, and it takes work. This person needed healing. And the Ace of Cups is spiritual. It's emotional. Emotional fulfillment. It's an opportunity, a chance at love, a second chance at life and love with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So this person knows they're going to be twice as successful with you, and it's approved by everybody. You dig? Like a lot more abundance is going to come out of it because the abundance is with you. So going in a different direction from you could have been foolish, but it could have came from a hurt space. And it's like this person, by this person attacking, no, your love is with me. Like, you should be with me, first of all. This person is a free spirit and this person is liberated. This person has no reason to be disrespected by you. If anybody knows what love is, it's you. And what do you mean? We're stating facts now with the Queen of Swords, clarifying the Queen of Swords. And the Seven of Wands is like, I don't care about what you say. Your opinion means nothing to me. Okay? Like what you're saying is some bullshit. Like, I'm not trying to hear it. When the person offered you an opportunity at love, you didn't trust me. You thought that you made every accusation against me. You blocked it. Okay? And with that Queen of Swords energy. So we're stating the facts now. Now you can't throw me the ball and then find fault in how I catch it. This person like I said, this person is nothing short of successful and beautiful. And again, I'm looking for that unconditional love, real love, okay? That pursuit of happiness love. Can't live, sleep, and eat without each other love. Fall asleep on the phone love, okay? Will kick somebody's ass love. Will make a porno with me without judging me love, even if they're conservative, okay? Not afraid to express their passion for me love. Not egotistical. They just heartless, and they heartfelt and selfless with their love. That's the love we have with each other. And as he's explaining all of that with this person is like, this is the love. I have it packaged. Like the way it's packaged for you, Capricorn, this person is like, you got to be kidding me. And you're explaining, this person explaining all that to this person. It's like, I don't think that love is here. Matter of fact, I know it's not here. All you do is tell me what I'm not instead of showing me what I am. You focus on what you don't like about me when we could be focusing on what do you like about me? Why am I here? And why are you here? And this motherfucker asked your person that too. It's like, well, since that person is so perfect, well, why are you here? Exactly. And that's when the tower hits. It's like that introduction. It's like, when I'm with her, I can't think. It's eating this person alive because this person finally stand up. This person might have been a little scared of that other person because they real like abusive and belligerent with their words. Like they could be, the way they articulate themselves is like, it's condescendent in a sense. You see how that attitude is? That's a nasty attitude, especially with this Queen of Swords. Her face looks mad along with her face looking mad. And this person finally stand up for themselves in a most graceful, humble, harmonious, because this is what you did for that person. The most devout, humane, compassionate, empathetic way. Because it's like, I may not be the person for you, but I'm not going to stoop to your level and put you down like you've been putting me down. You dig? I'm going to say it actual and factual. And then I'm going to walk away from you. Like in The Best Man, when he was like, Shelby, it's over. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'm not the man for you, and you're not the woman for me. That's how I feel like this person was treated before you. And Regina Hall was the character that broke that, kind of like made him snap out of it because he really fell in love with her. Dang. So with this person, Capricorn, you can have Sagittarius in your chart as well as be a Capricorn. Like it's I like it. So you got passion, you got spunk, you got a soul, you got spirituality, you have God. More importantly, you have that spiritual connection with God. You don't just say, I'm a religious person, like a Queen of Swords, like I'm a religious person. The Bible says this and the Quran says that, but you actually warm about it. Like you actually practice. You could tell. The person can tell the difference. Like you have that spiritual connection with God as opposed to just stating biblical verses or holy scriptures just to say you know it. It's one thing to know it and it's one thing to practice it. That's the difference between a Queen of Swords and a Queen of Wands. Okay? This person is obviously bitter. Their feelings is obviously hurt. And your person is just like, when I'm with her, he get real honest. Like the more he talk, he, like you could tell, he's getting heat flashes, he's getting passionate, and she's getting madder and madder. You dig what I'm saying? Because deep down inside, she knew it. She knew how he felt. You dig what I'm saying? But whatever her personal gain was to keep this person around her, you dig, she did not love him. She didn't know how to love him. She didn't have that self-love. You dig? She was real, like, cold and apathetic and bitter. I don't know if it's bitter is the right word, but at least apathetic. And just very abusive because she's full of resentment because she felt like maybe her advances were blocked in the past with the Seven of Wands. Like her opinion she felt like her feelings didn't matter. When I had that passion for you, you did not care. Now you want me to understand when you develop that passion that I once had for you for somebody else. And this person is like, when I'm with her, there's nowhere else I want to be. And when I'm not with her, that's all I think about. During our family functions and everything else. Like that's my happiness. That's how I get through all our family functions. Is when I think about her. Yes, yes. That's how I get through that shit. Okay? So in short, it's like, I'm not the man for you. And you're not the woman for me. Let's just go our separate ways. Yeah, of course, honey. Let's just go our separate ways and keep it real. Like, let's just go our separate ways. And I hope you found what you're looking for. I found my happiness. And I hope you find yours too. Grace. Okay? Freedom. Okay? Wisdom. You did? The wisdom. The freedom. You gave me a platform to state my piece. And it all happened in divine timing. And he was able to make a choice between two gems. And then there was I. I see the difference between you two. I see the truth. I'm able to make a better choice. Now I'm able to use wisdom, innate wisdom. And it all happened in divine timing. So after he blocked out so much of that noise with the 7 of Wands, that 3 of Wands, because there's 3 wands between the 2 and the 5 too. You dig? Like there's 3 wands between the 2 and the 5, going in a different direction to avoid conflict. Block out the noise. You see how I put all that together? That's lit. Okay, guys? I'm proud of you, Capricorn, for being solid for your person, and I'm proud of your person for standing up for themselves, and that started their journey, and they reconnected with the Most High because he's across the board 4 times, and the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. A lot of repeating energy. Like it is what it is with everybody, and in divine timing, justice will be served. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.